This is Investment Tanking, your guide to the premium tanks. This is the T54 first prototype, brand new in 9.7. It may seem a bit chaotic, but that's just because I'm trying to fit 3 games into the space of a normal 7-minute review. So, what the hell is it? It's pretty much halfway between a T54 and a T44. Just imagine a T44 with the same top gun, just with 120 frontal hull armour and 180 turret armour, and that's about it. It goes a bit slower because of the extra armour. It's just a T44. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a T44, in fact this gets extra armour so it's got enhanced survivability, but mobility takes a large hit. You're not quite as nimble, not quite as mobile, and you get 1 less degree of gun depression, only at 6 degrees on this gun than the T44 would have. People say the gun handling's pretty bad, but I seem to like it. It never seems to really donk off too hard. An auto-aim always seems to fly straight and true. And as for the ability to carry, tier 8s, it is just plain overpowered if you play it right. Tier 9s, it can be a key contributor, and tier 10s, you might survive long enough to do some damage, but you need to fire gold in tier 10. 175 just doesn't cut it. The gun it gets is very similar to the one the T54 lightweight gets, which regularly sees tier 10s. It's just the T54 first prototype doesn't really get to be as mobile. It can't get round, can't get those weak spot shots as easily. You have to brawl a little bit more and take more risks. This was actually the first game I'd ever played in the T54 first prototype. Ended up as a draw just because the Panther 2 decided not to cap, along with the other tank, while I was holding off the enemy assault. Still a bit salty about that. But even in the draw, I was able to get a mastery, top gun and all sorts, so it was just a very good example of what this tank can do at the top tier.
Let's locate another target. We've lost a track. We're stuck here. Enemy is hit.
Without knowing what to expect, I tried playing it as a rather fragile IS-6, and it seemed to work out pretty well, as you're about to see. That ammo rack could have been bad for me if I was only a little bit further to the left. Don't ask why I shot that bit. It made sense at the time. Moving on to the second game I played in this tank, just at the end. Another draw, really annoying. Just to show you what 2 T54 Mod 1s would look like if they started brawling it out with each other. This was unfortunately a draw just because the T54 and the Tortoise sat back in base and didn't really do anything, and I ran out of ammo. As you can see here, I've only got several shots left and a couple of high explosive. Not too good. One of those famous moments where you start internally screaming. And here you can see the snapshot potential of the tank. It is brilliant. So, to give it a quick rundown of the gun stats, it's 100mm with 175mm penetration on normal AP and 235 on the APCR. There's 0.38 accuracy, but it feels a lot better in my opinion. I can get it down to just about a 7-second reload, although with Golden Arms you can probably get it a little bit lower. It is just a fantastic little brawler, in my opinion better than the Super Pershing, although that's not exactly hard. The turret armour is 180 at the front, 120 at the sides and 75 at the rear. That's quite nice, gets a fair few bounces. And the hull armour is 120, well angled at the front, 90 at the sides, that's more than a Tiger II, and 45 at the rear. You will come to rely on your armour quite a lot in this tank. Your top speed is 44 km an hour, that's only a 520 horsepower engine, which is a pretty bad power to weight ratio. It's around 14.6. It leaves you wanting a bit more. It's not the worst, but it could be better. Possibly my only complaint about this tank would be the ammo capacity. It can only carry 34 shells. I run out of ammo in quite a lot of my games. If you want to do more than 3k damage, you're going to run out of shells. Badly. If you ever come to fight a T54 Mod 1, shoot it where you see the little symbols on the side, like where I have my British flags. That's the ammo rack on the side of the turret. Doesn't get damaged too often unless you get shot in the side. Engine doesn't tend to get damaged. I've only caught fire once in quite a few games. It's pretty much the medium tank equivalent of an IS-4. Jack of all trades, master of none. With some ridiculously annoying bounces every now and then.
Enemy armor is damaged.
So, is it a good tank? Yes, I love it. It's really good. I've had about 3 or 4 masteries in it already. That could just be because not very many people have played it though. Is it worth buying? It is a lot better crew trainer than the T54 85M and the Matilda 4, so if you've got a Russian medium crew you need training, get it for the love of God. Other than that, spend more gold and keep tanking.